recording studio has become sort of like an extension of like the sonic possibilities of a band. It's a place that can really break or make a band because the technology has afforded so many artists to do things that probably couldn't have been done before the invention of modern recording technology. And probably one of the most prime examples of this is through a process where artists take recorded tracks and record parts over the top of it to create, to build instrumentation, harmonize, etc. And this overdubbing process has by far been the single most revolutionary arsenal for recording engineers and musicians. And it's basically allowed musicians to blur the lines between high fidelity recordings where artists try to capture the live sound of the band and studio art where things are done in the studio that probably can't be reproduced on stage or aren't meant to be reproduced on stage.
It's a burrito.
So today we're in the studio recording, doing overdubs for two different songs that kind of highlight two different ways of approaching overdubs. For me as a singer and guitarist, my philosophy is I try to stay as honest as possible to what we're capable of reproducing live. The way I approach it is that, you know, being a three-piece group, we're kind of really limited as to what we can do on stage. So I have to be careful and try not to get carried away with all the overdubs. But we made an exception in this song, Wasting Time, in the pre-chorus section where basically we used a four-part harmony where I sing the section of a song 4 times with different parts to create basically a 4-part harmony.
I'll make friends with solitude. I'll pay my gratitude. I'll make friends with solitude. I'll pay my gratitude. Ooh, ooh.
Alright, so what we have here is the 4 vocal takes that Andrew just recorded. We have the lead vocal take.
I'll make friends with solitude. I'll pay my gratitude.
Then we have the second lead vocal take added on top of that, the harmony.
I'll make friends with solitude. I'll pay my gratitude.
Alright, and then we have the backup, the ooh, that he recorded, added in.
I'll make friends with solitude. I'll pay my gratitude.
Then we have the harmonized ooh on top of that first ooh. Sounds like this with all 4 of them.
I'll make friends with solitude. I'll pay my gratitude.
Another way we use overdubs is sometimes to simply try to isolate and capture a part of the song with detail. Guitar solos are usually overdubbed in the studio because it basically allows the guitarist to focus on the solo itself and get the right setting without endangering the whole song. Well, at the end of the day, in the recording studio, the end result is basically going to be a byproduct of three-way relationship between the musician, the studio, and really the music. With studio technology like overdubbing really making an impact in the result, it's really easy to let the art of the studio take over the music. And I feel that it's always a constant battle to make sure that none of these 3 elements overpower the other and that the music is presented in the most honest yet high quality way. And I mean, that's really the task of making a record.